For me, sales, it's a very intrinsic thing for me. One thing, it's because sales is always about developing relationship. For me, especially in sales, because I'm in a headhunting firm, my product is human. That's why I talk about building relationship. There are a lot of other sales professionals out there that sell different kind of products. You know, when it comes to retail, they sell tangible products. They sell a specific kind of like let's say other people do consulting services. For me, what I do is I build relationships, knowing people, and I help them to change their career by placing them into other multinational firms to actually step up their growth.
Wow.
So that for me, sales, it's all about developing relationship. However, when it comes to dealing with people, it's always not the easiest because humans are the most complex thing and they are uncontrollable. It is beyond your control. So that's how I actually love sales so much, because it just challenges you so much.
Right. Well, I can add something to that. Yes, you can't control humans, but you can manipulate them. It's either manipulate or influence. I mean, manipulation is obviously on the spectrum of being negative, but if you can influence them also, so I think that leans toward the positivity. And in sales, I think you know, it's how, like what you said, it's how you interact, how you build relations with people, and in a way you're influencing them, you're earning their trust, you're building this persona, sending the message across that, hey, I'm authentic, you can trust me, I'm a good guy, we can build something, we can communicate, we can start a good relationship, and from that relationship, everything can follow, right?
Yeah. That's exactly how it is. Because when it comes to sales, right? Sales is one thing, right? But in what I do, right? The product is human. It's what you're doing. You are placing another person's career, and in a way, you kind of like control where they want to go. Let's say you are in a startup company and you want to join into a multinational corporation. There's some certain hurdles as well. So why sales is very challenging is because there are two different people that I'll be dealing with. One, which is the client side. Client are the one that's where a lot of negotiation and a lot of persuasion comes in. Persuasion comes in a way, hey, why I want you to hire this person is because A, B, C, D, E. Right. When it comes to company, there's no easy fit as well, especially for me specifically to hire a sales professional. When it comes to a sales professional, what would be the most important criteria are whether this person can bring in a very good revenue for the business, whether this person lead a big team, whether can this person help the company to build profits. There's a lot of different criteria. But when you are hiring for a very, very senior level, like a sales director, things are going to be much more challenging if, let's say, the company has a huge presence in a lot of different countries. Wow. So there's a lot of negotiation, influencing, persuasion. But at the same time, the sales cycle for being in a headhunting firm, it's very, very long. For me, one of my longest experience to deal with an assignment, it took me 8 months.
Wow.
To hire a person. Yeah. So it's not going to be very easy because there's a lot of interview processes that's going to be ongoing. My role is very much to sell my product, which is this specific human, into another company. First of all, the first step is I have to convince this product, hey, come and join this company, right?
And how do you do that? And how do you do that? I'm now curious. How do you convince someone to join you?
Okay, let's just play into an example where I am the headhunter. And you are the person that is in a company and you already have a stable job.
All right. Okay.
Right. Let's say you already have a stable job, and I call you. Because right now, when it comes to social presence, it's very easy to identify. Right, we have LinkedIn. Of course. LinkedIn, I'll be able to identify who you are, right? Or probably through a referral. Once I find you, I talk to you. Hey, Jen, I have an opportunity with me that is going to be for a multinational firm that is going to be advancing you into a higher career growth, but at the same time, they're able to pay you a 20% increase in salary.
Wow, that direct.
Would you be open to that? You know what? When it comes to people that is so comfortable, why would I go? I'm so comfortable in my career. So that's why this job has so much challenge and rejection.
Of course,
because
yeah.
You can't just, I just can't ask you to just jump into another career. It's not like you buying like a Coke or something as easy, that kind of decision. You're talking about people's family. Because when it comes to, there are a lot of considerations where when it comes to their decision, it's about whether the distance of the company is going to be very long for them. Because let's say if the distance is too far, for them to actually travel back to the company after they finish work, do they have enough time to spend with their family? I have to consider that, right? Some people probably is not too money motivated, they don't care. So what should I do? Go and hunt for another kind of talents that is available in the market. So it's a lot of like hide and seek as well. Because if you are good, you are not out there in the market. So how can I find the good gems on?
Right.
Because the ones that are always outside, probably some are good, some are bad. But I would say when it comes to people who are out there, they are not exactly what I'm looking for. So it's a very long process. So that's why it took me 8 months. Because the whole process, it's 5 interviews. I invited the CEO of the company to fly down all the way from UK to Malaysia to have a face-to-face interview. That process is 2 months. And imagine if that candidate is actually very desperate in looking for a job. The 2 months, they can't wait for 2 months. They definitely go for other different options to look for a job. So that's where all the challenge really is as well.